Hey, you guys. Um, I took a nap after I put that dream out, and I had to get ready for work. I'm leaving work right now, but I went on YouTube because I was still laying down for like 30 minutes before I went to work, and I wanted to check comments, okay? Because I shut my eyes. I can't say I took a nap. I rested. I attempted to nap. So anyway, when my alarm went off, I got up and I went to check comments. I saw that Holly made a very good point. She's wondering if this blood moon has anything to do with the sea rising. Two things I saw. I'm going to make this video real quick because it probably is going to lead into the next video that I said I've been taking notes on, collecting notes. First thing I saw was there's a channel, I don't even know the person's name because I was referred to them either by Calvin or someone else just 2 months ago. And it's funny because I was about to unsubscribe because one day it was just like a million videos. But I haven't unsubscribed. So today I saw what I was looking for. Matter of fact, I'll use his thumbnail as my thumbnail. The news was Alaska suspends king salmon fishing. Like there's not going to be any fishing. And I want to say the title or what he said in the video because I wrote it down in my notes. I just looked at it. King salmon fishing has been suspended in Alaska, and he does Fukushima news. He's kept track. I guess he's got some buddies and some sources that have tested the fish. Of course, he talked about a few different types of fish. I don't believe that he mentioned any that I saw that can be caught with shrimp, but whatever. Maybe one. This was earlier, you guys, when I first woke up, so I could be wrong. I'll leave the video below. What he said was at the last hour, at the 11th hour, they have suspended king salmon fishing. And being that he's always reporting on Fukushima news, I got the gist that it's because of contaminated water, which may be why the water was black, like in my dream, murky, contaminated. Also, when he said at the 11th hour, it reminded me of how the people who had their cars on the beach knew that this water was coming in, and at the last minute jumped in their cars and to drive their cars off the sand, like at the last minute. Okay, and like I said, I'm sure they got out of harm's way, just as I believe us being in the beach house with the door shut before the water. I mean, the water, when somebody said, hey, the water's coming up to the house, I slammed the door shut. I mean, it was literally inches away from the door. So I don't believe that, if there's any nuclear fallout, I'll believe that we'll be out of harm's way. Okay, you guys? This house was a little elevated. It's common for houses that are along the beach to have elevations. I kind of felt like this house was like a cottagey type house and it would have been on like wooden stilts or something, not like the ones I just left. I work on the beach, you guys. They're built on cement. The elevation is built on cement. I just felt like this was like a wooden type cottagey, smaller house, not too fancy. And another thing that I seen, and I was trying to look up an official story, because Begley was live, but his title was Japan has a 6.0 earthquake with a tsunami warning. Being that we're talking about Fukushima and contaminated waters, I don't think that was a coincidence. So when I went to try to find an official story, I didn't see anything about a tsunami warning on today. And he was still live when I seen the video, and I wasn't about to, I did go into it. I don't remember what he was talking about at the time. He's at least halfway through his broadcast. What else? So what I did see about Japan, and Japan was one of the 5 countries that was affected, not affected, but this partial eclipse could be seen. Alaska was too, as a matter of fact. What I saw was that they had a tsunami warning on January 6th. So that's going to lead into my next video about what's happened with those 5 countries, not including plus Alaska, part of Alaska. I think Alaska had an earthquake on the 6th, or that same night of the eclipse. I remember Dabu reporting on it because he included Yellowstone. Been warned about Yellowstone, guys. All right, you guys, I'll leave that link below. I'll use his thing as a thumbnail. And it's very interesting. The salmon season, I believe he said, doesn't start until May of 2019. But they've jumped the gun. And they have suspended king salmon. I think he said commercial. And something else fishing. Okay, you guys? Thought that was pretty interesting. Fukushima, nuclear fallout, contaminated water.